Exactly. In fact, Tal, you were my teacher in this, and I thought it was brilliant. If you do
Oh,
a
wow.
side-by-side comparison, what did Christ do? He conquered death. What can a vampire not do? He can't die. It's the shedding of the blood that covered our sins. What does a vampire have to have? Blood. You talk about antithesis. I mean, this couldn't be a more clear antithesis.
It's brilliant. No, it's brilliant. And, I keep, we try to do the best we can to out some of these really incredible devices of the deceiver, but it's sometimes you stop and you say, I've got to take my hat off. This is unbelievable. I mean, seriously. And of course, you and I know that soon Eclipse is going to come out, but since you and I had the last interview, New Moon came out.
That's right.
And, just more of this stuff. And here's the thing to remember for the public. During the era of Dracula and the more distant vampires, it was their world and our world, incredible distances apart. What you see now, whether it's Vampire Diaries on television or True Blood or the Twilight series, it's a new game. We are entering their world, they're entering our world. It's a new sort of multicultural fusion.
Mm.
That's a whole new thing.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
and you know what it's
we're
doing?
entering their world.
Well, and all of a sudden, it's the warm, fuzzy occult, right?
Yep.
Makes it more attractive to some people.
Yeah, that's the problem. And I didn't get Charlene Harris's book on which the TV series True Blood is about, but they were all over the airport when I went. I traveled recently to New Zealand and other places, and I can just tell you in the airports, these obviously Stephanie Meyer's Twilight books are all over the place.
Yes,
and
right.
I, as an author, I just have to look on almost with envy that the doors are whirling open for them, and it just has caught the zeitgeist. It's taken off.
Well, Maria, you're in Lakewood, Florida. You like these books. Tell me why.
Hi. I really enjoy listening to your show, and I guess I have a confession. I mean, I've been a Christian for a long time, and I'm very strong in the Lord. But I enjoy to read. Enjoy reading, and I have gone to see Twilight in the movie, and I'm busy reading the books right now, and I guess it's terrible. The lure for me is, I don't know, I find it romantic, and I'm a sucker for things that are romantic. But yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't. Yeah, it's just, for me, it's a story that's kind of cool, but and usually I don't like vampire stuff. I hate, but he's right. What they've done is they're making it more palatable. They're making it more palatable to draw you in.
Yeah, that's it. Well, no, thanks for an honest comment. I think that's true. I think you speak for loads of women, and I think if you remember, the first Twilight thing was both written by Stephanie Meyer, a woman. It was directed by a woman, and then a woman, I think her name was Rosenberg, wrote the screenplay. So they know what women want, and you got to admit that Edward is a compelling. He's not a wimp. He's not a worm. He can't be easily manipulated. He's good looking. He's strong willed. I mean, this is a very powerful magnet for women, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you know? Exactly. Listen to me. Did you know that Stephanie Meyer had some of the Cullens appear in her dreams, and in fact, a lot of the book was kind of dictated at night. She'd wake up and write it down.
Ooh.
So, yeah, we're entering an era of channeled books, and I tell you what blew my mind is when I saw New Moon, and then you had the black nobility, the hidden hierarchy of noble vampires in Venice, and that really parallel. I don't know what Stephanie Meyer knows, but I've studied esoteric groups for years, and I mention them in my book, One World. And one of the heaviest groups, more heavy than the Bilderbergers, are the black nobility of Venice that actually control. They have an occult connection, and they control commodities worldwide. I thought, does she even know that this royal vampire hierarchy in Venice is a phenomenal metaphor for the black nobility? So there's all kinds of stuff going in and out.
Absolutely. Wake up call. That's why we're having this conversation. Maria, can I just say thank you for being so honest and for sharing your thoughts. This is why we're having this discussion. There is an allure here, and I guess what we're trying to say is buyer beware. Deuteronomy says it pretty clearly. Have nothing to do with it. We'll be back with Talbrook. He is the president and chairman of the Spiritual Counterfeits Project. More after this.